All right, everyone. I want to welcome Scott from Haven Sleep Co. He's a fantastic entrepreneur, Canadian boy, and I'm just super excited to have him because the reality is, I'd say 99% of people that get a bunkie are also going to want, maybe a day bed or a bed or something like that, and that's where um, you come in because you got a really unique product and a really interesting business model. So I thought it'd be great if we could have you and you could kind of explain what is Haven Sleep Co. and how can they help Bunkie Lifers. So thanks for
Awesome. Thanks, David. Yeah, so Haven Sleep Co. We're a Canadian company, as you mentioned. We started 6 years ago. We produce our mattresses by hand. So every one of them is hand sewn. Our factories are in Mississauga, just near the airport, and in Calgary, South Calgary. So we take care of Western Canada from Calgary, and everybody else ships out of Toronto. So yeah, plant-based, eco-friendly, and a real focus on elevating the sleep experience. We know that the mattress industry is massively competitive. Like everybody's making a bed in a box. And we just said, hey, there's got to be some folks that want an elevated experience. We think that people will want to have potentially a nicer bed than just the 3 layers of foam that everybody else seems to sell.
Yeah.
And Bunkie Life for us made just a natural fit, just because it's the ultimate convenience. You literally, like you order your bunkie, you order your Haven, and we'll make it up fresh, pop it in a nice tight little box, drop it on FedEx, and a couple days later you're ready to sleep.
Mm-hmm. So is it similar to like I guess you said call it the bed in the box thing? So basically like because I bought one a while ago and it was kind of in a really compressed package. I opened it up and then all of a sudden like it's like the blow up doll for sleepers.
I have never pitched it that way.
Yeah.
And I may never
pitch it that way. I
may actually never use that. But yeah, the concept, again, you get, this big, huge, plush, plump, full size mattress. And when you think about the concept, up until this innovation, we were literally shipping air around Canada. You'd get a tractor trailer and you'd put 10 king size mattresses in it, and it's mostly air. When you take all of that out, compress it down, as long as you make durable materials, durable foams, high density coils, yeah, you can compress them for transport. So yeah, that innovation just blew up the market. So we no longer need to go to sleep country and lay on 10 beds trying to let the salesperson show us which one has the best incentive for him to sell us. We can do all of our research online and just hit the button, make it happen.
Okay, I love that idea. So so essentially like you'll buy the standard sizes, like single, double, that sort of thing.
Like even like King, Cali King, 14-inch profile. Like we've really taken that technology. It used to just be little foam beds, right? The other brands were all just little foam beds. We do full coil, pillow top, Euro top, like everything and anything, because it drives the convenience and the cost down. Literally we have a bed that would normally have cost customers $4,000 or $5,000, and they can get it for $1,500-1,600. So wow. Because we cut out all that middle process, we make it at the factory and you get it on a FedEx truck.
Wow. And so that is amazing. So in a nutshell, like you're making it like kind of as I order it kind of thing, like you're like what's the lag time between ordering and getting it?
We have zero inventory, so nothing is held in stock. I literally, and what's been great with all the supply chain issues in the past, few months, everything happens just in time, and all of that cost savings just goes right to the customer. Like that's how we can afford to do that. Yep. Lag times, we run about a week, and we've been as tight as 2 to 3 days to make one, and we've been as long out, during pandemic and staffing and all that kind of stuff. We got maybe out as long as a week or 10 days.
Not bad. Yeah.
And most people, if you're building, you're needing a bed, you start waking up in the morning and it's like, honey, we got to start shopping for a new mattress. So, once they make that point, yes, they'd love to get it, but Haven customers don't mind waiting a little bit.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. And you guys are, like, from my perspective, you guys are kind of on the higher end of the blow up boxes or blow up beds in a box, right? You're kind of like, it's first of all, it's made in Canada, which is, I mean, there's a lot to be said there, but also just the materials you use and just the options seem to be a little bit wider and a little bit more quality. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, and that was based on my background. Like before it was my family's been in the mattress business manufacturing for about 30 years. And while they were out doing that, I was in the car business and I was running car dealerships, logistics and parts departments, all that kind. So I've had some really good training in how to operate a business and marketing. But in that, I was in the luxury car business. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, Honda Civic's an amazing car, but I would never want to try to sell against the Honda Civic. Let's go sell Mercedes Benz, because for every Honda, there's going to be somebody that wants a nicer interior and a nicer driving car. Well, let's just apply it to the mattress business. Let's take a look. And we, of course, knew all the competitors, and we just lined them all up and said, okay, well, what if we spent more money on the materials and the quality and the craftsmanship? What could we do with that? And it ends up, for a customer buying a Haven, it's a product you keep, 10 years, you sleep on it 8 hours a night. There's normally 2 people on it. Like that's a lot of value. And, to spend $1,500 to $1,800 and get a beautiful king size bed, it seems really easy for a lot of people to justify. And I think that was really the mission, was to say, I've been in the mattress business. My family was I was always getting $8,000 mattresses because I knew the manufacturer.
Yep.
And I can tell you, sleeping on an $8,000 bed is great. How can we give that experience to a consumer for $1,500? Because most Canadians can justify $1,500 for a 10-year purchase, right? So, and that's where the concept of better sleep for all came from. It's like, let's make this affordable and attainable. And then our team kind of got mashing on that better sleep for all idea. And we said, let's make this a social impact company. Every 10 mattresses we sell, let's build one and donate it to a charity in Canada. Mm-hmm. And that's just been a perpetual machine. The charities have obviously great things to say about Haven. They love the concept. So they're out there doing marketing for us. And it just, it's been a great partnership. And I can tell you, the staff that work for us, when we do our charity donations days, that's their happiest day at work. Like, they literally get to see turning on lights and smiles in people's faces when you show up with, hey, you're not in the greatest situation. How about a brand new bed and something cozy to sleep on? Helps turn around a lot of people. So
yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing, and I really like that tie-in, because my thinking would be that there's a lot of charitable endeavors that, like, they're going to spend the $4,000 to $8,000 on a mattress because they don't have an alternative, really, right? And so just the fact that you're donating what would be not really a $1,500 expense, then probably more like a $4,000 to $8,000 expense, right? Is huge when you think about it that way. So, so tell us what type of charities are kind of like in the crosshairs with you guys.
Yeah, so we have a bit of a vetting process, because charities are, like any business, there's amazing ones, and then there's ones that, kind of are in that middle ground. But probably our biggest one would be a local local charity called Mamas for Mamas. They started with us at the very first, and it's been great to work with Shannon and her team, because they've now built up from a local chapter just in Kelowna. They're now across Canada, so they're national. Canadian Mental Health Association is a big one. That's a personal favorite charity of mine. I think there's such a direct tie between mental health and wellness and sleep. And so that's been a great one. But United Way, and like, we literally have a page on our website that's just dedicated to all the charities that we do. And one of the initiatives that we're working on is, we actually want to now start including our customers. So when you get to check out, the goal is, our team is building some software that when you check out, you'll be able to pick the charity that you want us to support. So you can actually help us guide, this is a better charity, or this is where we think that the sleep will have the biggest amount of impact. So stay tuned. That's coming soon.
I like that.
Yeah, behind me on the wall, you'll see these are all of our dev projects here that are all in. So it's that one, it's the pink one in the middle. So yeah, watch for that. That's coming.
Okay, cool. I like that. So where's the company going? Tell me, like, what's the future for you guys?
Yeah, so we just moved. Our new offices are in Kelowna, British Columbia. So we're at the Innovation Center in Kelowna, BC. So we're beautiful mountains and lakes all around us. I mentioned the manufacturing, and yeah, we're in a pretty big growth curve. We've got lots of production capacity. We want to continue to offer more variables and more mattress styles, because there's a lot of folks that want, fully vegan, plant-based. We're building, we do a lot of partnerships, like Bunkie Life, where you guys are, finding customers that want a super convenient experience. And we do a lot of resorts, wellness resorts. We're expanding a lot into the Airbnb market. So folks are looking to renovate a cottage or a home, and they don't want to go through the traditional brick and mortar experience. So yeah, we're really, David, all we're interested in at this point is we just want to take over the world.
Okay, good.
Just complete domination.
Yeah.
If you sleep, you haven. That's the only goal. If we can reach that, I think we'll be pretty happy.
Okay, good. Yeah, awesome. Well, probably like 2023 goals kind of thing. Is that the idea?
Let me check. There should be. It's on the chart here somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Same with Bunkie Life. So, so I guess, if I get one, what happens like if it's just not the right fit for me? Like I'm just thinking of someone in the cottage, right? Buy the Bunkie, I get the Haven mattress, I'm ready to go, and then I'm just like, oh, it's just not, it's not the right level of firmness or whatever I think, because I haven't really got a chance to test it out unless my neighbor has one, which is also a little bit of a weird, awkward conversation to have too. Hey, can I try out your mattress? So I'm buying it.
Friends don't let friends sleep crappy, I guess. Yeah.
So what happens if I don't like it? And how many people, like say 100 people, how many people are actually allowed? I didn't like that.
Yeah. So the industry, again, Bed in a Box is 100% online. So it's mostly an online experience. And other than some research, like you mentioned, you're basically just going to go on talking to one of our customer care people or reading the reviews. So there is an element of risk there. The truth is, when you went in the brick and mortar store and laid on 5 beds for 4 minutes trying to replicate an 8-hour cycle of sleep, you actually weren't very good at that either. So
like jumping around, trying to take your shoes off, kids. Come on, we gotta slow down.
So that actually made just as many mattress returns as anything else did. But returns is a big issue for sure in the mattress business. We offer a 100-night risk-free trial, and what that does is really gives people a chance. Have a good day, have a bad day, work out at the gym, get it all out and figure out if this bed is right for you. And if it's not right for you, we'll take it away. We actually have a partnering company that we work with called Second Slumber, and Second Slumber handles that for us. They donate their proceeds to the Canadian Mental Health Association, and they're in the towns you're in. So they'll make sure they find a forever home for that bed. We don't want them going to landfills. We don't want them, clogging up our ecosystem. So Second Slumber verified us last year that we were 100% zero waste retailer. So out of 100 beds we made, 100 of them found forever homes.
Okay, great. That's good to hear. And from my kind of reading of your reviews and my homework, it seems like the vast majority of people are pretty pumped with their bed first time. So that's amazing.
Yeah, we run about 4 or 5% of our production ends up being a comfort return. They ordered something too firm or too soft. Sometimes I sent them a queen by accident and they ordered a king. So we do have to have. I don't really think it was me that sent that, but the idea that that we made a little clerical error. So that happens, and we just want to make sure that we handle our waste, as environmentally conscious and economically intelligently as possible. So far so good. Yeah.
Great. It's good to hear. So if people want to hear more about Haven, what's the best way to do that?
I just keep tuning in here every week.
Okay.
No. So yeah, havenmatress.ca is our Canadian website. For folks in the States, they have havensleep.com. And it's also 844 My Haven. And one of the things I'll say is most of our industry is a completely 100% online experience, but at Haven, because it's a bigger decision and we have so many customizations available because every bed is handmade, we customize it. We encourage people to phone 844 My Haven, talk to a customer care person, tell them your situation, why aren't you sleeping well, and they make great recommendations. And what I love about it is if we ever get it wrong, you've got that 100 nights that we're on the hook. We literally don't make a sale until you've had it 101 days, and then we can go, all right, that's David's happy, right? So okay, give that number a call.
Okay, great. So I'll have that in the notes below. We might even have from time to time an offer for our Bunkie Life clients only, some type of a code or something like that. So we'll work that out as well. That'll be in and around this video as well if it's something that we can do. And honestly, I'm super impressed with the company. I think we found you because we named one of our bunkies this year, the Haven. And then people started going, the Haven Sleep Co., the Haven Bunkie, just,
I
it's a
was
very,
like, you kept coming up in my feed. I'm like, okay, well, he better not be infringing on my copyright here.
yeah, I don't think so. I mean, who
No,
knows?
no, no.
Yeah.
We worked it out. You were like, oh, maybe I'll just buy a bed from you and we'll make that go away. I was
Please
like,
don't sue me.
everything's
I'll
amenable.
interview you. I'll interview you for our Facebook page if you just don't sue me.
You can call it a bunkie, a Haven bunkie. Yeah, no worries. I love the connection.
Okay, awesome. Well, appreciate the time, Scott. And if there's anything else that people need to know, I'm sure they can just message you through the website. Really appreciate you taking the time to explain the business and explain the product as well.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it.
Can you give us one more zoom in of the stuff, like you have the little pictures and stuff? Very cool. Awesome. Love it. Well, thanks so much, Scott. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. Take care. Have a super day.
You too.
Ciao for now.
Cheers.